Good evening, guys. Just wanted to send an update. It's Thursday night, Friday morning, about 1:45. This is my watch. Yes, I am wearing a safety vest in case I need to run out on deck real quick. But I am inside. The wind's blowing. I hadn't even checked in about 45 minutes the speed. But I wanted to try to convey what I don't have a lot of wisdom, but I do have some experience of my first night in a tropical depression. So the wind is always ebbing and flowing and peaking, and for the first couple of hours, or most of the day, I would try to get a feel for what a wind speed sounded like. And during the day, you have more of your senses. You have sight. So I could never really get a good feel for what each sound meant in a speed. Now at night, you take away a lot of your perception. So it's darkness. It's wind coming and going. It's rain, and it's not the rain that you would normally say, oh, rain on a camper. It's so soothing, or on a tin roof in a metal roofed house where that's real soothing sounding thrum. It's not horrible. It's just the rain, the wind coming and going. We're tied up on a mooring ball, so you swing on an arc, and that arc can be anywhere from 10 to 30 degrees, and you could swing that arc 7 to 12 times on an oscillation every minute, every 60 seconds. And no two arcs are the same, and I'll post a picture of how many miles we've covered. I think as of a while ago, it was like 5 miles that we've covered in just the arc of 20 feet from the front of our boat to the mooring ball, and of course we're in the back third of the boat. So it's dark outside. We're in a protected little inlet. Thank God, because if we didn't have these structures and everything, we'd have even more wind. Your horizon is pretty much awash in mainly indistinct lights, and the droplets on the windows like magnify each light and kind of distort it, so you can't focus on any one. You have to focus on groups or blocks. You turn off your internal kind of accelerometer. You have to trust the system. You got to trust the boat. You got to trust your mooring. But verify. So you find comfort in the 80% of all those arcs that overlap. You kind of blot out 17% of what's outside of that, and then the 3% outliers on the extremes are what you really need to not alarm for, but analyze further. Use a lot of big words, describe. Just not panicking. We've got a boat right in front of us on a mooring ball. I know if I sit in this one spot and on my swing, its anchor light stays in a certain place in this window. If it goes outside of that, I need to look at other reference points. So, sitting in front of me, got some condos that are very, very well lit up. I try to keep them within a couple of windows of my arc to make sure that they're there if something changes. Again, that's when you need to look around and Make sure you're fine. Tracy's still napping right now. Riley had first watch with me. I just sent him to bed. He was great. He actually allowed me to nap a little bit during this. He'd say, Andy, how are you able to sleep in this? Well, Tracy says I can sleep through anything. Maybe a nuclear bomb. But I can sleep in the bed of a pickup truck going down the highway with a camper shell or not. It's supposed to be pretty steady until about 9 a.m. and then dip off for a little bit. And then tomorrow afternoon it's going to be about the same until about 3 or 4 o'clock, and then it's supposed to ebb off a little bit. I've been looking at the weather apps. I don't have one I really love at the moment, but Windy is still pretty good at finding the wind. None of the others are really that I found spot on the minute by minute or hour by hour stuff. Everybody seems to be about 10-15 miles an hour off on the wind and the gusts the last 24 hours here. It's interesting that it's about 10 to 15 miles an hour faster on both the steady wind and the gusts. But it looks like Charleston's just getting it now, which has got to be tough in the middle of the night for those folks. My heart goes out to Florida. The night could be maddening. And I could go mad any minute now. But right now I'm fine. Wake up Tracy in just a little while. Be on a watch with her a little bit during the roughest part of the evening. But I think we're going to be fine, guys. So I need my friend group to reach out to me on a couple of things. I'm gonna need some advice on how to play Castles of Burgundy. Got some friends that want to play with us. I just want the inside scoop. I want any strategies on how to kick their butt. Yeah, I know it's not nice, but it's the way I am. Can be a little competitive about that. The plan is still to weather the storm. Once everything is good, we're booked here until Saturday, where everything should be clear by then, and then you continue north. We should still have enough time to make it to Annapolis, barring anything else. But I've said it many times before, and I'm still new to all this. You know, your plans, you can plan everything, and you have to be super gumby and ready for them to change the moment you step off the dock. I'll try to do another update in a couple of hours, guys. But for now, we're doing okay. Take care of yourselves, love each other. Talk to you soon. Bye.